All right, what's up, fools? We are out here at Veterans Park in Chino Hills. Rain's a little foggy today, but this is the continuation of the little mini series within the bigger series where I'm trying to interview everyone for my DPT cohort. And today we got my buddy Jericho here. How's it going, sir?
Pretty good, man. Can't complain.
Hey, I don't know, it's nice and hot today. It's like almost 80 already.
Yeah, dude, it's pretty hot already.
And it's not even 10 o'clock yet. So hopefully it doesn't get too hot, but it's definitely pretty comfy already.
Yeah.
So normally the first question is asking how you know me. Obviously you are in the DPT cohort with me. So perhaps can you tell everyone, do you remember the first time that we talked or we interacted?
First interaction. Honestly, I don't think there was like a concrete introduction. I feel like we just said hi to each other in passing. And then one day, I think I was in one of the rooms in the library or whatever. Oh no, it was the couch room by class.
Right.
And then I remember you just popped in. I just said, "Oh, what's up, Wes?" And you're like, "What's up?" And I think that was it.
Yeah. I
think that was literally it.
I remember it was like you and then like Frank and like David were there, and y'all were like, "Oh yeah, we're talking about some girl from UCLA, something."
Hey, cut that.
Yeah. I was like, man, these are the type of people that are in here.
Actually, I think I do remember that conversation.
I think it was for Frank or something.
Was it? Yeah.
Or David.
Something like that.
Could have been something like that.
Something like that.
Anyways, question 2 typically is what your career trajectory is. Since I'm assuming you want to be a PT.
Yep.
Can you tell everyone kind of what your prior experiences are in, and what's the patient population you want to work with?
Gotcha. So my main experience is within outpatient. I've worked in one clinic, but interned and volunteered in 2 other clinics besides that. One of those was Corey and Bueller. It's a pretty well-known clinic out here, Orange County especially. And then I interned at my uncle's clinic. It's called Sports Specific Rehab. It's out in Corona and San Dimas. They're more of like a sports-based population, so more of a younger population. And then Casa Colina, that's a pretty big one out in Pomona.
All the big names.
Yeah, I guess so. They have a great hospital out there in Pomona. And then I volunteered at UTI Medical Center my junior year of high school. I had some good experience in inpatient rehab, and it honestly opened my eyes up to PT. Like, I didn't know PT could look like that within the hospital. I always assumed it was just kind of outpatient, but yeah, those are my main experiences.
And then once you graduate, is there a specific population?
Oh, that's right.
You all good?
Specific population, I'm actually kind of an open book right now. I don't really have a preference. Kind of want to see how rotations go. Obviously general population, outpatient, that's always an option. I feel fairly comfortable there. But neuro rehab, taking that class, I think that's definitely a population I would love to work with as well. Still on the fence about peds, but those are my top 3 right there.
Nice.
Yeah.
If you don't mind me asking, you said your uncle has his own place, so does that mean you're locked in for a job once you graduate?
I don't know. I mean, they're still on the come up. Like, they're still growing a lot. And I'm sure by the time I'm done, I don't know if they would have room for me, but you know, part-time or something like that, I think that's something I would enjoy for sure. I really do enjoy the sports rehab portion of things a lot, especially with like strength and conditioning. I watch those kinds of videos like all the time, so yeah, it's something I would enjoy too.
Nice. So I guess to kind of get into a little bit more of the deeper questions of this interview. Is there a cause or issue that you think is important these days, but you feel like it doesn't get the necessary attention or coverage you think it deserves?
Right. I think for me, it's kind of a simple issue and something I've had a lot of conversations about, but I mean, there's a lot of holes within our education system, as we know.
Yeah.
But mainly, my main things are like simple things such as, you know, how to properly finance, how to budget, how to properly take out a loan, how to prepare for a job interview, simple life skills. Like we weren't really taught that much in high school, at least in my experience, especially the whole financial side. And like they send us off to college, taking out all these student loans, and no one really knows what that means. And then at the end of the day, we're all screwed over because we didn't know how to interpret the proper information. So I think just life skills, honestly. If there was a class called life skills that could teach us all those things, I think that would benefit us a lot more than a lot of these unnecessary extracurriculars or what are they called, electives?
Right.
I guess like I'd much rather take a life skills class than
like, did I really need to take wood shop?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like no offense like against ceramics and all that, but you know, I'd much rather learn how to handle my life properly and like attain the necessary skills. But yeah, that's my main thing. And honestly, if there was a class that showed, or if there was more opportunities to explore different careers. So I went to Troy High School in Fullerton, and they gave us a chance to have an internship. It was actually a requirement, 150 hours before our senior year. And I got a good taste of like the medical field and what that looked like. So shout out to Troy for that. But if there was just like a chance to explore different career paths and what that looked like and the amount of schooling that took, I think that would benefit like every single student, honestly. So that's my main cause.
Oh, nice. Yeah. I'll say before we get into the next question real quick, I like how you brought that up. It reminded me one of the things that Mike Wong said, and he was kind of saying how he wish people kind of talked more about their financial situations. I think is kind of similar in terms of kind of like how money, like you said, kind of plays a part in like our everyday life, yet it's like something that no one really taught us about how to take care of. So I think that really kind of resonates with your point on
definitely.
We need to be
definitely shout out to Mike Wong, man.
Yeah, shout out to Mike Wong and his YouTube channel.
Yes, sir.
Let's get more videos out, dude. So I guess moving on, the next question: is there either a cause or issue, or it could be kind of an activity that you're personally involved in right now, or you're involved with in the past that you'd like more people to know about?
Activity from the past.
Or now.
That's a good one. I have to think about that one for a second. How bad?
Nah, yeah, good.
What do you mean by activity? Just like, it's like an active service or something?
Yeah, it could be an active service. It could be like either volunteer work. It could be maybe like a sports league that you're involved with. It could be something in the community. Could also be something through school.
Okay, I'm gonna shout out my friend's little company. All right, so for those of you in the Inland Empire or anywhere nearby, my friend, along with his sisters and along with one of my good friends, they have this store called Team Value. They're very much like for the culture of thrift shopping and finding good deals, because as you guys know, today in LA people just oversell the hell out of like a simple vintage t-shirt. and they'll buy it for $5 and they resell for like 50 plus. So what Team Value does is they like to sell to people for good deals. I don't know when their next pop-up is going to be, but you can follow them on Instagram, Team Value, TEAMVALYOU. Yeah, I spelled that right. And a lot of their proceeds go to really good causes. Back when the Philippines was experiencing some really harsh weather conditions, that they donated most of their proceeds to that and people who lost their homes. Last year when the Black Lives Matter movement was really just at its peak, so to speak, they were really donating to a lot of Black-owned businesses and just things to help support that movement. So I really love what they're doing. If you guys could check that out, show some love, follow them on Instagram. Shout out to Paul and Jude, those are my guys, and Paul's sisters, Angela and Claire.
I'll make sure you don't forget anyone's name.
Yeah, Team Value.
No, nice. I'll be sure to leave the links in case people want to check them out. And I guess to kind of end this conversation, can you tell everyone what your goals are for the future? Could be short term, could be long term.
For sure. As far as short term goes, I do have a clinical rotation coming up at kinematics in Norco. So in terms of the short term goal, I really just want to absorb as much as I can from there, because that could be a potential workspace for me in the future. I want to build good relationships, just leave a good imprint on them, and just, you know, with my work ethic and my interactions with people. And then moving on to PT school, I want to finish strong, pass. I think we've made it over the hump academically, but I just want to finish strong with that. Hopefully pass boards in March at the latest. I think that's like the first kind of deadline that people go through after PT school. And I want to find a good job, you know, something that can hold me down, somewhere that I see myself long term, and something that I feel like I'm not settling in. And then hopefully in like a 2 to 3 year time frame, I can find myself a little house, you know, get started, move out the parents' crib. I love my parents, but want my own spot. And yeah, after that, hopefully one day raise a family. And yeah, man, just continue to be a good impact wherever I'm at, wherever, you know, I'm called to be, called to serve. Yeah.
Nice. I think you covered all the bases.
Did I?
Cool. And with that, hey, thanks for coming out. Thanks for inviting me out here.
Yeah, no problem, man. Thanks for coming.
Nice day. And like I say at the end of all these interviews won't continue on if I don't have people that I can bug and ask them questions.
Okay.
So I appreciate you for answering my questions. And also I just want to kind of point to me to show people that he's not the only one sweating here.
It's hot out here, man.
Yeah, man. And with that, we'll go ahead and see y'all in the next one. All right.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.